The BC Lions are 2.5-point road favorites for Monday night's game against the Toronto Argonauts in a battle of two unbeaten teams. Both clubs are coming off impressive victories this past week on the road. Who do you like and why?
Well, we've talked about it already on this podcast. The Lions have looked great to start the season, and they're only going to look better this week. Now, a lot could change before Monday. We still have several days of practice, but the rumor is both Dominique Rhymes and Keon Hatcher could be back in the lineup for the Lions against Toronto. That's 2,000-yard receivers, and Rhymes, the best offensive weapon in the entire league, in my opinion. This Lions team is going to blow away this 2.5-point spread. I'm picking them to win.
This is a classic letdown spot, JC. Listen up because you can learn something here. The Lions coming off a massive win, looking like world beaters, getting an inflated line here. They shouldn't be this much of a favorite on the road against the defending champs who have looked great to start the season and went into a tricky spot there in Edmonton and covered a big number against the Elks. And yes, I know Edmonton hasn't won at home in a long time. That still is a difficult position to go in and do. So I like the Argos as underdogs at home. There's a veteran secondary there. I think they can get after Vernon Adams Jr. and pressure him more than he's been pressured season to date, especially with Flo or Malade, who is arguably the best pass rusher in the league right now. So I will take the double blue in those Cambridge blue uniforms, getting points at home.
With all due respect to Flo, Matthew Betts is over here with his hand up saying, moi, 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 because I think he's the best. That's one of the only French words I know, by the way. I'm practicing on Duolingo. I haven't made much progress yet. But he is somebody who I think is the best pass rusher of the CFL right now. 5 sacks in 3 games was an absolute game record last week. To me, this game is one that right now at this line, I'm taking BC at -2.5. If the line moves at all, I would take the Toronto Argonauts. To me, the Toronto +3 or more is the buy. But if it's less than a field goal, I'm happy to eat that with the Lions on the road. The Lions have absolutely, despite their great start, no room to get complacent because the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are going to be right on their tail. This team needs to keep rattling off wins. So I'm taking the Lions here. But again, if that line moves an inch, I'm taking the Argos at +3 or more.